I was on the job site for approximately 9 months. We demoed an existing stone arch structure. It was a historic structure, and replaced it with a single span pre-stressed box beam bridge. I was the superintendent on site. I'd say flooding was the most difficult part. Hurricane Lee hit during our construction. We just had our first footer excavated, had our steel in place for the footers, and the Hurricane Lee hit and their water came up 13 or 14 feet, and it just flooded our excavation, filled it full of mud. So we spent 2 weeks just digging mud out of our rebar footers. There was a stone farmhouse right beside this bridge. We were doing form liners and staining the new concrete that we had to match that old stone farmhouse, and everything had to be approved by the Historic Society before we could do any work there. Just to get the staining of the concrete impressions to match the existing structure. Went good with the Historical Society, but it did take 3 different tries to get the color where the Historical Society would sign off on it. I would say just the way the staining and the stone form liners all blended in with the surroundings and blended in with that farmhouse, it ties in nice. It's a project I can be proud of because it blended in so well and it looks so nice.
We were working on a valve panel for down at Holtwood Dam for them to install on site. There was a bunch of air valves and stuff that they needed made up, so they went up to make them on site. Put the whole panel together. They sent these boxes, which were the panels, and they sent all the different valves and the parts and pieces, and I had to put them together and pipe it. Everything had to be like drilled and fastened prior to putting it in the actual box. So it was it had to go in a certain order or it wouldn't go together.
The project I had was a panel for valve handles, and then we mounted these 10 handles on that had cables that would go down to a lower platform where there was some pumps. We just had to strategically plan where the valves would be placed, because you have the valves, and under each valve there's be a set of cables that'll go down, similar to like a boat motor.
Oh, it was nice. It was a nice feeling to win the award, and that they liked the work that I had done.
In our field, a lot of our stuff's hidden. So once in a while we get something that's displayed that, it can have a little bit of pride to it.